is a story. Welcome everyone to your December 2016 Alchemy Scope, the end of the year already. Can you believe it? This year has flown by for me. So you're looking at Dragon Bear. He's my little ginger king there, and you're going to see him throughout this video. You'll already notice that there's some format changes to the Alchemy Scope, and you're going to see that this month. December 2016 is a condensed scope. There's going to be more that will come back in January for the 2017 cycle. However, it's still progressing. So yeah, I'll be excited to see what emerges for January as well. But those should be uploaded by the middle of December, or by the third week, by Christmas, let's say, of December. So let's get started. There's a couple things. One is I want to remind all of you that are interested in getting your 2017 evolutionary story forecast and guidance video from me to go ahead and place your order below. There is a couple week lead time, and to get it before your 2017 starts, you are more than invited to connect with me. Again, the link is below. Let's talk about now, for this December 2016 cycle, what is activated. Now, as you know, if you've tuned in before, we're tapping into the macrocycle. What is the story, the unfolding, evolutionary, spiraled story for humanity as a whole at this time? To do that, we tap into the Sabian Symbol. This month, the Sabian Symbol is at the point of 7 degrees 43 minutes Sagittarius, and it's occurring today. I'm recording this on the new moon, so which is the 29th of November 2016. And so the energies of the new moon are very well imbued throughout this video for all of the scopes this month. Now, there's something very special about this moon. One is the symbol is amazing, which we'll talk about, but I want to start with the 7-degree point. Last month, October's new moon, Scorpio new moon, also had a 7-degree 44-minute Scorpio point that the new moon occurred at. Next month, we have a 7-degree Capricorn new moon occurring. That leaves 2016 with 3 sevens at the end of the year. 7 represents the great mysteries. 7 represents magic, the unknowable realm, investigating, discovery in that which cannot be fully known. 3 sevens represents, casino wins, abundance, flow, luck. There's a lot going on in the world, and there is a simultaneity with the magic that is at hand. So I want you to drink in what the universe is displaying for us here. To end this very intense 9-cycle 2016 year with 3 sevens is not a small deal. It's a big deal. And what Joanne Walmsley from Sacred Scribe says about 777 is it reminds us that we are here at this time to spiritually evolve, and that we do this by expressing the highest and best of ourselves and embracing our unique abilities, whatever they may be. Now look at the symbol. Within the depths of the earth, new elements are being formed. Indeed, with so much activated astrologically, there is new aspects of psyche, new clarity about soul patterns, about karmic patterns, about imprisoning, the imprisoning of humanity, how we've been as a collective very held, very contained, very deceived. And there's much, much, much transparency that has been occurring for the last 3-4 years, but it's been exponential. And 2016 was the year of what I called the year of discernment, because there was so much raising its frequency, coming out of the closet, coming out of the shadows, becoming clear, or at least coming up for us to see that indeed there are new things being formed. So again, within the depths of the earth, new elements are being formed. What Dane Rudhyar writes about this symbol is the alchemical fire, which both purifies and transforms the very substance of humans' inner life. Forces are at work in the deepest layers of the psyche, which in their own way respond to the outer stimulation produced by a strong involvement in group ambitions and emotions, and even more by the powerful tensions and releases of love. An alchemical process goes on, usually unnoticed by the conscious ego, until it becomes obvious that a kind of mutation has taken place and a new level of awareness and of responses to life has been reached. One of the key phrases for this symbol is psychic gestation. So again, within the depths of the earth, new elements are being formed. Within each of us, new elements are being formed, period. And November was the precursor for that. December will bring this forward. It's a very powerful month. Now, let's move on to your particular sign and see what is your unfolding. Gemini, so let's take a look and see what is your microcycle this month. What is your unfolding story, the narrative for you? I pulled the I Ching for you, and you received 2 I Ching hexagrams. The first hexagram that came forward for you to designate your story was number 42, increase. It came with changing lines, and it became number 25, innocence. Now, before I talk about that, I want to say that Pisces also received innocence. So if you're a Gemini out there that also has aspects, key aspects to your natal chart that have Pisces, that are Pisces encoded, innocence is definitely speaking to you. Okay, so let's talk about number 42, increase with innocence. 42 increase has to do with success. It can talk about additional money. So it could be that the story this month for some of you has to do with increased flow, and that flow might look like additional monies, additional income. But in a very general sense, number 42 increase does have to do with increased process, increased abundance, increased success. So it has to do with processes at a high level of flow. Okay, so there's increase in activity, increase in energy, increase in optimism, and it can be money and abundance as well. For you, it's connected to the idea of number 25, innocence. And 25, innocence is about a harmless openness. It's like a childlike, fresh eyes perspective. So innocence is talking about an openness and a receptivity, an innocence with regards to how you're seeing situations, people, your life in general. So it's almost like with regards to increased flow, increased activity, potentially more success, more money, more projects. For you, there's an openness to that, an innocence to that, almost a humility, although this isn't the humility I Ching. But there's a way in which you're open to greater success, greater progress, greater efficiency, greater movement. So for Geminis this month, that is activated for you. Now, if we take a look at your growth theme this month, your Dakini that came forward, because I chose a Dakini versus the archetype card this month, your growth theme this month is Dreamer, number 28. This is from Penny Slinger's 64 Dakini Oracle. The dreamer is the lady of the dream world. Penny writes, she is dreaming the universal dream of all existence. She takes different forms as characters can transform in the dream world and are not subject to normal restrictions. She represents the dreams that go to the astral world, not just the subconscious ones. She is the anima of Jungian psychology. She is your guide in the dreamscape. A central node in the reality is found in the aboriginal dream time. Another is located in the lucid dreaming practices of Tibetan mysticism. She is the keeper of dreams and guardian of the dream world, weaver of dream catchers. So for you, Gemini, the growth edge for you, the theme of your maturation and evolution, has to do with you accessing the imaginal realm. And I have to tell you, with 25 innocence coming into play for your narrative, most of you will be opening to, if not already open to, new thoughts, new ways of thinking. So because things are increasing, maybe there's a busyness to your life happening, projects are moving forward, there's an influx of activity happening, what will serve you is to become the dreamer and to go into the dream world. So this is about accessing the imaginal. It's about playing with lucid dreaming. It's about using your mind to create the malleable realities that you'd like to see manifest. Okay? So now let's move on to your mantra. So this mantra is one that I've written. It's one of many that I've written that are going to be part of a deck called the Cauldron. So let's talk about what came forward for Gemini. For Gemini's mantra this month, this is what came. I satiate. I allow the satiation of that which I kept from myself. It was all always there in front of my eyes. Nothing was ever gone. Nothing was ever not available. I satiate and delight in the fullness. So Gemini, for you, this is an interesting mantra to come because there is movement forward. There is progression for you happening. And this mantra, this guidance for you, part of your evolutionary journey this month, is talking about feeling deeply satisfied with how things are, and maybe the dreams too that you're foreseeing coming by accessing the dreamer. So Gemini, I'm sending you lots of love for a beautiful month. And for those that celebrate the holidays, happy holidays to you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. You are an embodied reflection of Source. You are thus infinitely empowered, abundant, and a co-creator with your context always. You are an alchemist. Divination works because the web of life is intelligently organized with coordinated and storied agency.